Hello, my name is Victor. I'm currently first year of economics at International University of Ulaanbaatar. Today I'm talking about Hobbit book. It's hard to really put into context the warm feeling that reading the Hobbit gives me. This book is the precursor, the Lord of Rings trilogy by Tolkien. With that being said, this is an absolute must read, especially if you have never gone through books before. I will be going over why this book is special today, my experience, the Tolkien's work, like many was the Peter Jackson directed trilogy from the early 20s. It shouldn't come as a surprise that it's this movie trilogy that set me on the path of being the fantasy nut that I am today. The Hobbit was the first book of Tolkien's work that I actually picked up and read back around 2010. Just a couple years before the trilogy of Hobbit movies was about to begin, for better or for worse. I remember really enjoying The Hobbit for a few simple reasons. The biggest reason is that this book is light-hearted. No matter what is going on in the world, the simplicity and comical scenarios that the adventure group in this book get in will always raise my spirits. Another reason that I like this book was because it's stand-alone novel. You can read this book and never touch the Lord of the Rings. And that would be perfectly fine for someone not sure if they are really commit of the entire series. This book is not only short, but is a great interpretation of what the Lord of the Rings series will be like thereafter. Suddenly, The Hobbit follows the journey of Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit in the Shire in Middle-earth. Hobbits have very peaceful life that I assume most everyone wishes they had themselves. Upon the arrival of grey wizard named Gandalf, his world is turned on its head. With the introduction of 13 dwarfs, this book tries its hardest to characterize 25 characters in the main party. 24, maybe 24, if you don't count Gandalf. I think that Tolkien is successfully with this simply because there's not an overuse of some dwarves. Some get much more time in the spotlight than others, but with that, it doesn't feel like any of them necessarily any less important. The story mainly follows Bilbo and his interpretation of everything around him, how he grows to love the adventure himself. Most famously, most of the book is the events that lead to them getting there, with last portion of the book being a battleland close to the story. There's plenty of magic, dwarves, elves, and men in this book, and all trails are pretty good face. The book is relatively short, making the time commitment to finish this book minimal, which when faced with our busy lives is always not appreciated. And the last one is The Hobbit is very fantastic book for me that I recommend that any fantasy reader give a chance if they have not yet done so. It's lighter than the most part of very happy book. The world that talking creates only begins and is discovered in this book. After my second read through, more recently though, I found there's much more being told in history. Thanks for your attention.